We're now learning explosive new details surrounding the DOJ's Hunter Biden tax investigation and the alleged roadblocks that got in the way. In bombshell testimony to the House Oversight Committee yesterday, two IRS whistleblowers described an undeniable pattern of special treatment towards Hunter and the Bidens as well. They said decisions in the case seem to be politically motivated, you think, and claimed the Department of Justice and FBI repeatedly meddled in their investigation.
Prosecutors did not appear to follow the normal investigative process, slow-walked the investigation, and put in place unnecessary approvals and roadblocks from effectively and efficiently investigating the case. The U.S. Attorney in Delaware in our investigation was constantly hamstrung, limited, and marginalized by DOJ officials. They were recommending for approval felony and misdemeanor charges for the 2017, 18, and 19 tax years. That did not happen here.
Was there other evidence in this investigation that you were denied access to?
Yes, there was. The Hunter Biden laptop.
Democrats, they just shrugged off the claims coming from Joseph Ziegler and Gary Shapley, two veteran IRS investigators with outstanding records. They dismissed the hearings as nothing but a political stunt.
Will this hearing help alleviate the racial disparity in the rates of the IRS audits?
Black people are more prone to criminality. During the decades of lynchings that followed enslavement.
We are here today because Donald Trump.
Yes, Donald Trump.
You are a stickler for the law. You know, it reminds me of Les Mis.
Oh my gosh, I won the lottery. You did, Donald Trump.
It was like the irresistible word on their lips, Donald Trump.
No, it is. And in that one soundbite, I thought that was about the Jason Aldean song.
I thought so.
They were talking about race and imagery and all that. Look, anything to get away from the substance. You said it before. And no matter what the topic, that is the modus operandi for Democrats right now. Kick the can down the road. They just want 24 to get here. Do whatever they're going to do with Biden or his replacement. Just don't talk about anything that could actually hurt anybody.
Right. And this is what's concerning is there are two options here. Someone is lying. It's either the whistleblowers, who are career IRS officials, one of whom was so trusted that he was appointed to lead the Hunter Biden tax investigation in the first place, and the other one who is a self-described Democrat, or it's Attorney General Merrick Garland, who swore under oath before Congress that his department did not interfere with this investigation in any way. Those two testimonies directly contradict each other. Someone perjured themselves under oath, and I'm kind of tired of just having these hearings about it. I kind of want to see congressional Republicans do something. I know some of them have flouted potentially impeaching Garland, but when is there going to be some action? Because this is a serious allegation, and we do need accountability moving forward.
17 million. We learned about the centrality of Joe Biden here, 17 million. We want to get to that. But, Cheryl, I just want to point out we learned about Joe Biden's transition team being tipped off. Not Hunter Biden's, Joe Biden's. We learned about the WhatsApp message. They couldn't find the location data that would have put Hunter at Joe Biden's house. They weren't even allowed to access that data. Questions about Joe Biden stymied. His name came up, so Democrats changed the story.
I think, and exactly, I go back to the 17 million because, look, I mean, those are transactions that are somewhere, and that's what James Comer is attempting to find. It is taking some time because, again, you need a forensic accountant to go through all of these bank records. It's multiple banks. And they also are really good with LLCs. We've talked about that. But on the other side, you're right. The transition team was given access to this investigation. And let's be clear here. Look at the end result, which has been called out of what Hunter Biden ended up with. A sweetheart deal with the gun charge. And anybody else that would have been facing those types of tax fraud violations that Hunter Biden was charged with would have been hit a lot harder. He got off the hook because of his last name.
Oh, no, Cheryl. Hunter Biden, he was the victim. Watch this.
There are more than 10 million Americans who have filed taxes but failed to pay them, the exact crime Hunter Biden is pleading guilty to. The vast majority of these cases are resolved administratively or through civil settlement.
Based on my experience, I'm shocked that Hunter Biden was even charged with these crimes. If you look at the history of civil and criminal enforcement of tax issues, and just look at Roger Stone's case, he effectively did the same thing as Hunter Biden, and he simply paid a fine. So the fact that he's even taking a plea deal, in my mind, demonstrates a two-tiered system of justice against Hunter Biden, not at all in favor of Donald Trump or the Republicans.
Doesn't anybody ever talk about the fact that Hunter Biden is different than anybody else because of his proximity to a powerful man, then Vice President Joe Biden? And also, he had a drug habit that made him vulnerable. And bribery and capitulation politically could be some trading on that name.
But
I mean, all of that is part of the mix.
That did make him vulnerable, but he was writing off sex, prostitution, and drugs. I mean, you might have an argument with the IRS about some write-offs on some travel, but you're writing off, tens of thousands of dollars of prostitutions, drugs, and sex.
That was his world.
And then you don't report almost $1 million in income. That's a crime. That's a felony. And to think that we're having an argument that Hunter Biden shouldn't be charged is ridiculous. One other point, the testimony is powerful because they're talking about investigating Hunter Biden, but not being able to investigate Joe Biden. You prohibit an investigation not because nothing's there. You prohibit it because something is there. They don't want these investigators to see the money that Joe Biden made, so they stopped it. I mean, it's a telltale sign. You played a clip of Jamie Raskin. He was the ranking member of the committee. He also said that this hearing is an example of the success of the American system. This is an atrocity. He did. He said this shows the success of the American system. By the way, it does not. It shows that it's corrupt, it's two-tiered, and that if you're Biden, you get one set of rules. If you're any other American, especially a Republican, you get a different set of rules.
Yeah, and by the way, anyone facing the charges that Hunter Biden is facing would get, on minimum, 5 years in prison. That's the average prosecution for these kinds of crimes.
Poor Hunter. He's a victim of a two-tiered system of justice, and no one believes that.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kayleigh McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.